Okay, so in this class, we are going to see the statistical and then the graphical representation. Okay, the mainly we are going to cover a lot of details today. Okay, so this we will talk about how the statistical method is involved in the Six Sigma. Okay, mainly it is not in detail. Okay, if you go to the black belt, this will be a separate topic. Okay, they will take at least 2 to 3 weeks. They will take, but we are going to just going to touch it on. Okay, so any doubt, you just note it down and then ask me. We will discuss on. Okay, the fundamental of the statistics. There are two basic statistics is there. One is descriptive statistics, other one is inferential statistics. Descriptive is nothing but what is available there. See, based on the data, you are going to present your detail. That is called descriptive. Based on the data, you are taking some inferences. That is called your inferential statistics. See, for example, descriptive statistics is our KPI, right? If you take our KPI, what we are doing here is we are just presenting what is your charge value, what is your payment value, what is your 90 plus. That's all called descriptive statistics. I'm not doing anything, right? I just take your data and I'm giving you, projecting you by month on month. That is your KPI. The inferential statistics, okay, from the data, we are calculating your 90 plus percentage, and then we are comparing with the metrics and then saying that whether you are good or bad, right? And the same way we are calculating a GCR and then incorporating with your descriptive statistics, and we are getting back as a what is your collectible target for that, right? GCR target. That's all called inferential statistics. Okay, descriptive is nothing but we are just projecting what it is in the number. Inferential, what you are taking the inputs and what we are reading out from that particular data. That is an inferential statistics. See, a simple term, if you want to say descriptive statistics is nothing but MIS report. Inferential statistics is nothing but your BI report, business intelligence report, which will give a lot of inferences for you to understand your projects, right? MIS, if you have a time from that MIS, you have to do your inferential. Okay, that will become your BI report. Otherwise, that's what we started doing now. Okay, we are doing a BI report and then projecting to the team saying that where you need to focus on, where you need to improve on, that kind of things. It's coming from the inferential. Okay, and in statistics, there's a only main thing is the central limit theorem is a very, very important one. Okay, so why there is a central line theorem is important. For example, if you take anything, they will talk about mean, they will talk about the standard deviation, because any statistics, if you take, these are all the very, very important metrics. Okay, central limit theorem to understand your data, whether the data is equally distributed or it is a normal distribution or it is a different way of distributing. For to understand this, we need a central limit theorem. We'll cover what is central limit theorem going forward. And we just want to give a differentiation between your differential and the inferential. Okay, the approach, okay, approach is more is a inductive, okay, and trying to induce the information. See, what we'll do in the differential, we'll take a data and then we will project it. That's what we're going to do. See, here is a deductive methodology. Okay, this is a inductive, this is a deductive. Okay, based on your data, we are going to deduct and then understand and then try to give a different information from from this particular basic data. Okay, the goal is to summarize the data to make a decision about the present situation. Okay, so in differential statistics will not give any detailed analysis, but it is giving what is there as of now. Okay, the inferential, what is planning is the goal infer the population character. See, for example, I will run a population. From the population, I'll take some sample. From the sample, I am giving you to predict your future. Okay, for example, the trend of the quality, right? They will take some sample. Based on the sample, they are saying that your complete project is going in a wrong direction. Our complete project is in a right direction, right? We are believing them because they are not doing a differential statistics, but they are doing a inferential statistics. And tool and technique for this, we are using histogram and then interrelationship diagram, process map, and then fishbone diagram and all differential statistics. Here, interferential, chi-square, binomial, Poisson distribution, which we saw that previously, and hypothesis testing. We will cover hypothesis testing in this class today, and confidential interval, correlation, regression analysis. These are all some of the inferential statistics. So interpretation, okay, how we are going to interpret from differential and the inferential. Okay, this interpretation is straightforward. For example, my charge is increasing, I can say that my charge is increasing. Okay, that's all. and information needed and creating there are not a complex information. Okay, differential is going to tell you the what is a number available for that particular month. For example, my charge is 250k, that's all. It is not going to give me any other interferences. But here the interferential statistics, what we are trying to do here is the prediction of the future. So if you take there, we are comparing with the average, right? What is your average charge, whether your average charge has been improved or it is decreased, right? That's what we have started doing it in the monthly presentation. That is your predictive analysis or interferential analysis. From the data, what interference I am taking, how I am presenting to the management or to the client. Okay, that is the helpful statistics from the interferential. Okay, that's what we are giving a call outs also, right? That the call out, whatever you're giving and whatever you're comparing with your average, that is called your interferential statistics. Okay, some of the tool we are using here is confidential interval. Okay, this is a level of confidence is a mean of population falls under certain range. Okay, this what it means is, say for example, we will understand what is the average and how your data is falling around. Okay, that will give a confidential interval. Okay, to tell some example, for example, my mean is 20. Okay, my data varies from 22, 24, 26. So my confidential interval is 2, 4, and 6. Okay, how your data is varying from your mean. Okay, that is talking about your confidential interval. And hypothesis testing. Okay, this is very important testing in the Six Sigma. There we have a totally two activity. One is null hypothesis. We'll say that it is a H naught. Okay, H0, like that we'll call this a null hypothesis. And another one is alternate hypothesis. Okay, which we'll call it as a HA. Okay, these two are hypothesis testing. And control chart, you know very well, right? We have a center line that is a mean, and then we'll calculate UCL and then LCL. That is coming under the control chart thing. Okay, any question here? Okay, I'll move on. Okay. So measure of this central tendency. As I told you, the central tendency is very, very important in the statistics, right? What it mean by the central tendency? It nothing but it is talking about the median, mean, median, and the mode. Okay, these are all the three important one which is decides on this particular parameter. See, for example, I am taking a number. Okay, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you total it and then divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you will get the average, right? The average everyone know about it. The average is called mean. Okay, what is median? Median is a central value. Okay, for example, what you need to do, whatever number is given to you, either you have to ascending or a descending, you have to order it, sort it out, and then check what is the middle number. Okay, for example, I have a 7-digit here. This is 1, 2, 3, and this is a 4. Okay, this is the third one, or this is the central line. Okay, this is my median. Okay, 4 is my median number. Since it is a 7, that is a 7-digit, we are taking center as a individual, right? For example, it's not a 7. Okay, I'm having one more digit called 9. So in that scenario, how I'll take? I have to take the center 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'll do? I'll take 4 and then 5. Divide that by 2. So 4 plus 5 divided by 2 will be 4.5 will be my median here. Okay, the why I need to understand the median. See, for example, you are taking a report by your CPT code, okay? And you just want to understand how your CPT code or the CPT performance for that particular month. Okay, this will be very helpful, okay, to understand your charge flow. See, coming to AR, we never bother about it. What is the charge is coming in, or what is the tendency of the charge is happening there. We never bother, right? We will put our headset and then work on the AR and then try to get it. And month end we will come back and see that whether we achieve the collection or not. But that is not the right way, right? Whenever you want to improve your process, first of all, you have to understand what kind of input you are getting. Right. See, for example, my major, I'll take one particular scenario, one particular surgery, I'm getting a more revenue. Okay. Or we will take some, what is it? Pseudo scan. Okay. For MMTX. Okay. You know very well, if I entered 200 pseudo scan for that particular month, I know that what is my collection on that particular month is. But are we checking that? We are not concentrating on that, right? So these kind of mean, median, and mode, will give you the what is the tendency of that particular CPT code, which is going to get you the better revenue. See, for example, mode is talking about what is a major number in this particular area, or which number is repeating multiple time. If you see here 2, okay, if you do the mode analysis by your CPT wise per month, okay, you will understand what is the CPT code which is coming in the higher order. Okay, and then you compare with your payment. Okay, for example, my pseudo scan is highest in this particular month. Obviously, I know that I'm going to collect major revenue. For example, your E&M code, which is built under 99211, is huge. We know real 211 is going to pay the lesser amount when compared to all other CPT codes. So even though your charge is increasing, you will end of the month, you will come back and say that why I'm not achieving my revenue, because of these kind of reasons, right? See, whenever you get your input, you should know whether the whatever I'm getting as an input, is it going to give me a better results or not. Okay, for to understand that kind of things, you have to use your mean, median, and mode methodology. Okay, and the range is also one more important one. Range is nothing but the difference between your min and max. Okay, for example, here my min is 2, max is 9. Okay, difference between 2 and 9 is my range. That is 9 minus 2, 7 is my range. Okay, and standard deviation, you know very well, right? What is standard deviation? Standard deviation is nothing but what is the difference between your mean and the particular data. Okay, that is your standard deviation. And variance is the measure of the dispersion. Variance is nothing but your mean and what is your individual data difference is called variance. Okay, this is a formula. Mean, everyone know about it, right? Sum of all the value divided by total number of values. Median is a middle value. So as we discussed, if it is 7 digits, we can take one as a middle. If it is 8, whenever it's a 2 divided by 2, if it is not ending with the number, then you have to take 2 middle value and divide by 2. And mode is a most common value. Okay, here the 2 is a most common value. This measure of central tendency is a very powerful impact when you take any of the statistics. Okay, if you go to black belt, they will talk more on the central tendency, because that is a key for all your analytics. Okay, any question here? I think it's a very basic, right? Mark Anderson, any question?
Sir, no, sir.
Clear. Okay, fine. Right. So the next one is, we're going to see the frequency of the distribution. Okay. So you know the pie chart. Okay, pie chart is also going to show you what is your distribution chart, right? And histogram. Okay, this is a histogram. Histogram is also going to tell you what is your distribution. For example, if you consider this as your aging, okay, 0 to 30, where we are, and this will give a how your AR is getting distributed among this particular group. Okay, the cumulative frequency distribution, we already discussed on it. I just want to show you. For example, 0 to 5, I have a frequency of 2. 5 to 10, I have 6. When you take a cumulative, what is happening is we are considering 0 to 10 as a cumulative. That is 2 plus 6 will become 8. So we are calling that as a cumulative distribution. Okay, this will be helpful when you are doing the Pareto analysis, right? Usually we used to do this one. Right, there's a graphical method of getting some more data, the scattered diagram. Okay, anyone use the scattered diagram? Where we can use this scattered diagram?
No ideas.
No idea. See, scattered diagram, see, we know, right, whenever I'm billing a charge, I'm getting a payment, right? Is it a direct dependent or indirectly dependent on charge versus payment? Okay, we know very well, when I enter the charge, I'm going to get a payment, right? That's what we are thinking. But some of the account, okay, when you plot this into a charge, you take charge in one axis, payment in one axis. Okay, you try for your projects. Okay, if you go for your projects, many of the projects will fall under these kind of scatter plot. And if you draw a line, okay, which is, if you gave the trend line, it will fall under this particular straight line. So if you see here, everything is related, okay, directly related with the points. Okay, this is called, it is depending relationship. For example, charge and payment is a depending relationship. Whenever your AR days is lesser than 30 days or 30 to 40 days, okay, you will get these kind of diagram. Okay, the scatter plot. when your AR days is greater than 40 or 50, especially when you're taking anything for a lab, the scatter diagram will not come in this order. Okay, there is no interrelationship between your charge and the payment, because it is taking at least 60 to 90 days to collect your payment, right? So that will give a difference, okay, whether it is a directly impacted or indirectly impacted. If you take your lab, it is it is a indirectly impacted. All other projects, it will be directly impacted by your charge. Okay, this is the scatter diagram. See, when we do this kind of scatter diagram, and we will understand whether it is a direct proportional or indirect proportional. Okay, if it is a direct proportional, then we can do a lot of calculation based on that. Okay, as I told you, histogram, there are a lot of types of histogram. Okay, see, for example, if you put an arch here, we'll call this as a normal. Okay, if you put an arch here, your arch or the curve will be skewed towards the left side. Okay, and this also skewed towards the left side. So that skewness will tell you, okay, where you are trending towards. See, for example, I am putting my charge into this particular process. Okay, each bar I'm considering a charge. Okay, Jan, Feb, March, April. So if I put that and then it is a normal curve, what is happening is, after the March, my charges are getting down. Okay, but it may be the trend for their year after year. Okay, for example, here my charge is good at the month of Jan, and then it started decreasing. So it says that in the year starting, it is a better, because the skewness is towards the left hand side, but it is reducing towards the right. So that's not a good sign, right? That will give an indication when you take a histogram. And coming to stem and leaf plot, you consider this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as your aging bucket. Okay, 0 to 30, 31 to 60, 61, 90, you consider like that. Or you consider this way. Okay, you leave with this one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you consider as a pair. Okay, for example, 8 na signa, like that, you are putting a plot. In the top, okay, this is called a stem. Okay, your stem is a pair, and your leaf will be your aging bucket. For example, 0 to 30, 31 to 60, like that, you are adding this as a leaf plot. If you compare both, this is a simple example for a leaf and stem and the leaf plot. Your stem is a pair and your leaf is a aging bucket. So now you are distributing the same thing in the leaf and stem and leaf plot. And this is a quartile. Okay, this box and whisker plot mainly talk about the quartile. Okay, so what do you mean by quartile? See, quartile in the sense, for example, we took the same data, right? For example, here the data is 2 to 9. Okay, if you want to put the quartile diagram for this, so this will come this way. Okay, minimum is 2, maximum is 9. Okay, which is median? Median is 4.5 we arrived at. And what is lying in the first quarter? Okay, so and then what is lying in the third quarter? See, we are dividing the complete number into a 4 different quarters. Okay, this is a first quartile, median will be the second quartile, third quartile, and the maximum. Right, this will be useful when you want to see that how your data are getting distributed. Okay, so these are all seem to be a new one, but it will be covered in depth when you're going for the black belt. Okay, any questions so far? We covered one chapter here.
Sir, and in the slide, this mean again, go back.
Mean, yes.
Mean median. அது இன்னும் clear புரியல sir. The middle value, like, you know, you're picking, right? So அது எப்படி பிக் பண்றீங்கன்னு புரிஞ்சு, like I don't couldn't connect with our process.
Okay, நம்ம எடுத்துடலாம். Okay, fine. வேற இன்னொரு क्वेश्चन யாரோ டவுட் கேட்டாங்க.
Sir, in the scatter diagram, where we have to use the scatter chart, அது மட்டும் இன்னொரு டைம்
போட்டுடலாமா? Okay, fine. We'll do it. Okay, we will take one Excel and then we will discuss. Can you see the Excel?
No, sir. PPT.
One second. Can you see it now?
Yeah, we can see Excel.
Okay, we will take one. So we will go with the mean median first. Okay, so mean, you got it right? What is the mean? You understand, right? See, for example, I am taking in data. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10. Okay, so your average is mean. Okay, nothing but average of you are putting this formula, right? So now you are going to get your mean. Mean is 5.3. That is your mean. Okay.
Okay.
Right. This by this way we are calculating the mean. Okay, 5 or 5.3. So now I'm going to calculate my median. Okay, median. What do you mean by median? Median is going to give the center value. Okay, which is your center value? How many digits I have? I have 6. Okay, so you have to locate which is the center one. Okay, this is my center one. When I consider this 3, and when I consider this 3, this will be my center one. 4 and 5 will be my center one. Right? See, for example, I'm adding one more number here. So for example, I'm adding 12. So in that scenario, what will happen is, see, okay, here, how many numbers I have? Totally, I have 7. So fourth number, okay, 1, 2, 3, fourth number will be my center. Right? This is called median. So my median is 5. Okay. And for example, I don't have 12 here. In that scenario, I have only 6 numbers. Right? In that 6, 3, 4 and 5 will be my center. So 4 plus 5 divided by 2. My median will be 4.5 in that scenario. Okay, this what the median is. Okay, see, coming to your CPT, that's what we discussed, right? See, for example, we are calculating, we'll take 88356. Okay, that is one code, what we are billing. And then next code, you tell me some number, 88?
354.
354. Okay.
99213.
213. Okay, 99214. Like that will take 99211. Okay, so these are all my value. Okay, for example, I am getting a value for this. Okay, I have okay, 20K I have for this. Okay, for this I have 30K. Okay, for this I have 40K, and here I have 70K. Okay, 99212 I bill for around 25K. Okay, this is the value I have. See, what we need to do is here, which is your repeating number. For example, if you take a report and then understand how many time I am getting this number additionally, that is called mode. Okay, so we are calculating the mode here. Mode is nothing but which CPT is coming frequently. Okay, so for example, I am calculating a mode here, that is equal to mode. So this will throw no mode, right? Not applicable because there is no number repeating. For example, if I'm adding any number here, for example, 88356, then it will give you 88356, your major number. See, the mode is going to tell you what is your major number. So you run a report by mode for that particular month, understand which CPT code is a majority billed for that particular month. Okay, then you concentrate whether the same mode is coming for each and every month or it is differentiating. For example, your ABA, right, you are getting a major payment with your 151, okay, which is a lesser paid, right, compared to all other codes. So even though you have the mode is more on that particular code, whether your revenue is going to improve or not, this is the study which will give by the mode. Okay, see, for example, median also we can imply here. See, for example, median, if you take, okay, here by the order. Okay, for example, I am taking my billing or my billed amount as my order here. Okay, if you take your billed amount here and then put a median here. See, for example, your median, which is the highest number or the mid number, should come in the descending or ascending order. Okay, in that the mid number value will tend to show you how much you are going towards a min and how much you are going towards a mean. Okay, these are all some of the central tendency value which will give you some interference based on your interactive analysis. Okay. Okay, do you have something? The scatter diagram. Scatter diagram. Okay. Okay. See, this is a charge and this is a payment. Okay. If you want to put a scatter plot here, go here and then go to your scatter diagram and then plot it here. Okay. Why only 3 is coming?
Yeah, the transport transfer வரும்
வரல அது
பேஸ் ஃபிளஸ்ல
காட்ட மாட்டேங்குது. அதான் நான் அடிச்சேன். ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் வரல. Okay, so here, if you draw the trend line, this will show you whether it is directly proportional or indirectly proportional. Okay, if you see here in above your line, okay, how many points are there? Okay, red is your payment. See here the payment is low, but all other area your payment is more, right?
Okay.
See, 1 second. We will see that why that number is coming down. March is lower. Which month is this? Okay, this is a trend line. Okay, this trend line will show you whether it is equally proportional or inappropriately proportional. Okay, there's only one challenge here. It is 105. It is coming, right? 105 is here. You try with your major data. Okay, you take multiple data and then try that. Okay, and then you will understand. Try for 2 projects.
அதே ரைட் கிளிக் பண்ணி சேஞ்ச் சார்ட் டைப் கொடுங்க பஸ் கீழே. அதுலயே ரைட் இல்ல இதுலயே ரைட் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. ரைட் கீழே அந்த காம்போ வாங்க.
இது காம்போ
காம்போல அந்த கிளஸ்டர்டு.
That will not give you the detail, right?
அப்ப இந்த ட்ரெண்ட் லைன் அப்படின்றது லீனியர் லைன் மாதிரியா?
லீனியர் லைன் மாதிரி தான். அது வந்து you should not select it. Okay, it has to come by its own. இப்போ இதுல இந்த டேட்டால ஏதோ ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கு. 105 கீழே வருது எனக்கு. ஓகே, 253
105 கீழே தான் பஸ் வரும்.
அதாவது 105 வந்து கம்மியா இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு டேட்டா. சரி, இது பாருங்க, இதெல்லாம் 243 248 வருதா? யுவர் ஜான் மந்த் கலெக்ஷன் வந்து கம்மியா இருக்கு. அதான் உங்களுக்கு டிஃபரன்ஸ் அடிக்குது. See, it's not, see, for example, if you calculate Jan month, your charge and then payment is not proportionate. Right? Other area pathina, it is proportionatable. Feb month kaano. This is what.
The Feb month அதுக்கு பின்னாடியே இருக்கு.
இந்த சார்ட் ஆனா நம்ம process யூஸ் பண்றது இல்ல.
பண்றோம் நம்ம
அது ரெண்டுமே மேட்ச் ஆறனால Feb வந்து அது மேலேயே உட்கார்ந்திருக்கு.
ஓகே, இங்க பாருங்க. இப்போ இது வந்து for example, this also I am bringing to 230k ன்னு வெச்சுங்க. 5 6 7 watching now, this is giving you the exact number. ஓகே எங்க வந்து உட்காருதுன்றது தெரியும் உங்களுக்கு.
அந்த ஃபெப் சார்ஜ் 146 ன்னு மாத்துங்க ரைட் கீழ வந்து இல்ல அந்த 2 பதிலா 1
ஓகே so இப்படி வந்துனா it will be, see for example your charge and this is a payment, your charge and the payment, that is a direct correlation between this two. Okay, that's the difference here. Okay, you take this and then try to do for your project as well as for the lab படிச்சீங்கன்னா you will get a different number. Okay, that's what I'll try to do lab also. Charges and the payment.
பஸ் இதெல்லாம் நம்ம பார்லே காமிச்சிட்டு போயிடலாம் பஸ்.
ஆமா ஆமா அது
நம்ம காமிக்கிறது
நம்ம எப்படி பண்றோம்னா இந்த இது பண்றோம் பாருங்க, we are finalizing your GCR expected collectionல அது பண்றதுக்கு நம்ம இதெல்லாம் பண்ணி தான் சொல்றோம். அந்த இவன் வந்து அருண் வந்து எதை எடுத்துக்கணும்னு கேட்பான்ல, 2 months ஆவரேஜா 3 months ஆவரேஜா இந்த அனாலிசிஸ் பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் கொடுக்கணும். இல்லைன்னா we will tell them differently. So I'll do one thing, I'll prepare it and then show it in the next class. I don't want to waste, we have a lot of things to cover today. So this is the way we have to do. I think some challenges here, I'll take some bigger data and show you this one.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right, any other question here?